Bass in your face.
What the hell is going on down there?
Bass in your face.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Latina Diaspora. For the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or watching this channel for the first time, what we do here, we discuss issues pertaining to Latinos residing in the United States. I want to let everybody know, before I forget, excuse us one moment. Okay, my apologies. Just want to let everybody know that we're currently live on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Okay. As always, I want to give a huge shout out to all those who have already subscribed to the channel. Whether you've been a supporter from the beginning or just recently joined, I truly appreciate your love and support. Also want to send a huge shout out to all those who follow me on social media, as well as those who watch from the clouds, and those who allow me to enter into your devices. So what I'm going to ask you, if you have not done so already, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like, and set the bell notifications to all. So therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to watch it live or watching it play it back. And of course, a huge shout out to all those who are watching me on Instagram as we speak. I also want to let everybody know that the subscriber mode has been enabled for the first 5 minutes, meaning if you are not a subscriber and if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you will need to subscribe to the channel. So as you can see by the thumbnail, the topic for tonight is Salud, which is Spanish for cheers. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is talking about the typical beverages that we drink during the Christmas holidays. But before we get into the main topic, we're going to have another episode of In My Words. Of course, now we're in the middle of the holiday season. One thing we do have to bear in mind that, as always, well, it is a happy time for many of us. For some of us, it's not a happy time, okay, of that, okay. There are those who have recently lost loved ones. There are those who are dealing with illness. There are those who have lost their jobs or have ended relationships. So the holiday season can be a lonely time. It could be a time where cases of depression skyrocket. Also, fortunately, the thoughts of self-deletion occur as well. In fact, on my main channel, Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, I will be discussing that topic of how to prevent those who are thinking about self-deletion. Plus, I'll be providing various resources. And what I will do is, being that it is a serious nature, I will allow people who to share the content with the understanding it's going to be used to help others, not to use it to as fodder for my ops. Now, another thing I do want to discuss is that, of course, with the holiday season, of course, we all go to attend functions, we all go to parties and things of that nature. So, and of course, we may tend to indulge a little bit too much. Okay. All right. I mean, I will say this. There's nothing wrong with eating a little bit more than usual. There's nothing wrong with having a beverage here or there. What I will ask is please act responsibly. Meaning, if you're having one drink too many, the last thing you need to think about is operating your vehicle. Okay. Um, Nowadays, we have the apps like like Uber and Lyft, where you can get to your destination safely without you trying to operate a vehicle while under the impairment of alcohol. Okay, because the fact of the matter is, when you have a few drinks, your reflexes are very slow. Now, I don't drive, so but it's what I have been told. So please act responsibly when it comes to going out. And if you're going to engage in any adult type activity, uh, for Pete's sake, I mean, for Pete's sake, do not engage in unprotected content. If you get what I mean, okay? Because what happened is, if you're not careful, along with getting someone pregnant, you can also get an STD, which will be a very unwelcome gift. So I'm telling you this because we need to act responsibly. And a huge shout out to those who are watching again on Instagram and those who are watching the stream as we speak. Now, I'm probably not going to stay long, maybe 30 minutes or so. Now, after tonight, it's going to go basically a 2 week hiatus. I will not be doing any lives on this channel. I will be producing shorts nevertheless. And of course, my shorts tend to be of the comical side, okay? Um, because I think we all can use a little bit of humor now and then. So, with that being said, we're going to get into the main topic. Now, before I continue, let me just state for the record, even though I'm only going to be on live for about 30 minutes or so, the link to join the panel has been pinned. Should anyone wishes to hit the link and express their opinion regarding the topic in hand, they can do so. Let me make this perfectly clear. And again, I got to keep saying this. If I've never seen you before, if I never heard from you before, I will insist that you come up in the backstage to make sure that no one flashes anything inappropriately, which would cause the people of YouTube to take down this stream. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm going to share my screen. Just give me a moment. Now, actually, I came across this article called in Remexcla website, and it talks about 10 delicious Latin American drinks to put you in the holiday mood. Okay, and again, let me just state: if you're going to consume alcohol, please drink responsibly. Since at least 1775, people have enjoyed eggnog. It may start off as a drink of the British aristocracy, but people all over the world now drink it. In that time, it became the unofficial drink of December, and it's no different across Latin America, though the names and ingredients vary. But part of the beauty of Latin American cuisine is there are so many influences. Well, egg fruit-based drinks are widespread, there are plenty other types of beverages to put people in the holiday mood. Number one, okay, canelazo, as the name suggests, it is a cinnamon base. Enjoyed in Ecuador, Colombia, and Peru, canelazo is an alcoholic beverage from the Andes. Though canelazo varies from region to region, common ingredients include banana, anise, agua de canela, naranja, and aguardiente. But this warm and enjoying drink can also include other fruits like mora or okay, maracuyá. Explain why the color can resemble either orange juice or maple syrup. Sometimes canelazo non-alcoholic. In Ecuador, canelazo consumed during the Fiesta de Quito, which takes place from the end of November to December the 6th. It's also popular during Christmas time. And of course, we have coquito. Okay. For Puerto Ricans and many other Latinos, it's not the holidays without coquito. This highly beloved drink is like an Islamic version of eggnog, but better. Coquito is a perfect concoction of coconut cream and milk, condensed milk, nutmeg, rum, cloves, and cinnamon. The difference is in that punch has eggs and our coquito doesn't. Says Chef Vida Rosado of Sweet Cow and Sweet Cuisine to Nuevo Dia. It's not the standard decision across all Puerto Rican households, but eggless coquito do last longer. A typical Christmas time coquito includes rum, but if you want to make it for children, you can eliminate all alcohol, follow the same recepts, and add chocolate. Rosado said. And you can also add other flavors like guava or pineapple. Either way, we know people take coquito season very seriously. Right now, it's probably coquito entrepreneurs taking orders. Number three, sarillo. Panameños take the sepals of the Ronso plant to make a bright red drink called sarillo. In a spot, they boil water, ground ginger, rosal sepals, and cloves. The intensity of the drink, served hot or cold, depend on the amount of sepals used. Use sugar or honey to sweeten it. However, it's good tip to only add sugar honey to what you plan to immediately drink. Otherwise, the sawi will quickly ferment. Chef Rolando Gonzalez explained that Jamaicans also drink sari. However, the beverage originally comes from Africa and Asia. It came to Panama from the Caribbean, but it doesn't originate in the Caribbean or the Americas. Gonzalez told La Estrella. It ended up in the Central American country because of the cultural exchange that took place during the building of the Panama Canal. So it's consumed in other parts of the world where it goes by different names. Though it's not always thought of as a holiday drink. In Panama, it's naturally becomes a distinct summer beverage because it lines up with flower harvest period. Mexican ponche. Mexican ponche is not quite like the Latin American ponches. Instead, it's an egg base. This ponche is warm fruit traditionally served at Christmas time. Pinochino, dark brown almond sugarcane, guavas, oranges, apples, tecotes, and similar sticks make up this delicious citrus beverage. Add rum or tequila when you really need it. Cotel de Algarrobina. Peruvians celebrate Algarrobinas on March 15th, but they happily sip the cocktail in December. Back in the day, Algarrobinas legacy called for a ponchera, but now you need a blender, making it a cold cocktail perfectly frothy. As Peru Delight reports, the content name comes from the syrup of the agave tree produces. The thick syrup infuses a caramel taste. Legend has it the drink comes from colonial times when Spanish monks made an egg, milk, and wine ponche. But the recipe changed throughout the years, and while the wine was substituted for rum and later pisco, though the people continued to make up the recipe of their own with their ingredients like sweetened condensed milk or cacao. The traditional alapina includes egg yolks, unsweetened condensed milk, pisco, and cinnamon. But if you don't feel like making it and it happen you find yourself in Peru, you can try the Maki Bars version. The Dirección Regional de Turismo recognizes it as the best alapina cocktail. Ponche crema de oro. Ponche exists in many forms in the Dominican Republic. The chocolate-based ponches, typically made with gallina criolla eggs and sometimes coffee, are drank year-round and served warm. Not necessarily alcoholic, but it can be. The eggnog variety of ponche is what's served in December. While some people make their own versions, others just turn to ponche de crema de oro, a mass-produced version seen on tables across the DR. Atol de elote. Guatemalans really don't need a reason to drink atol de elote, but it's certainly popular during the holidays. Atol de elote is a sweet beverage made of white corn, water, cornstarch, and ground cinnamon. Dating back to the pre-Columbian times, this beverage is enjoyed in El Salvador, Nicaragua, Mexico, and other countries. Atoles are warm beverages made of corn that can be flavored with just about anything. But chocolate lovers, champurrado is the way to go. The Mexican drink is thick, hot chocolate made of corn, menochinos, unrefined whole cane sugar, and chocolate. Despite the chimapido's richness, the low amount of dairy, though some people certainly use milk, it makes it easier to knock them back. Crema de vie. Well, Cubans, the holidays isn't complete without crema de vie. This is a rich drink contains sweet condensed milk, evaporated milk, egg yolks, sugar, water, vanilla, and white wine. Three guy from Miami explains that Cubans, both on the island and in the United States, enjoy drinking this drink during Christmas, even though the recipes slightly vary. Rompope. Rompope is made across Latin America according to Serious Eats. The first rompope is brewed by nuns in the Santa Clara convent in Puebla, Mexico in the 17th century, a derivation of Spanish poche del huevo. At the time, the Catholic Church was prominent in government and society, and convents other hosted drinking visiting official dignitaries. As such, fine cuisine was developed in the cloisters with the clerics, garnering much acclaim for their confections and sweets. Supposedly, Sister Edvige requested permission so the nuns could drink rompone, which they previously only made. And the recipe regularly calls for egg yolk, milk, aguardente or rum, and other spices, Edvige included a secret ingredient that she cooks that took to the grave. The beverage is spread to places like El Salvador, Costa Rica, and Belize. In Nicaragua, rompone is served warm. And cola del mono. The process of making cola del mono, a milk-based beverage with aguardente, cinnamon, and cloves, and other ingredients is easy. However, finding answers on why the beverage is named a monkey's tail isn't. Político Chile sought Jaime Campesino, the author of Chilenismo y Silonismo, to learn more about the drink's origins. Legend has it that back in the day, Chilean President Pedro Montt went on tour to the Pacific parts of South America. He ended up in Peru where he tried eggnog, an eggnog concoction. When he went to the United States, his wife delighted people with the drink. Asking what its name was, no one knew how to answer. But having just received a cold pistol from the president, someone suggested Colt de Monte. And eventually the drink became known as Cola de Monte, which definitely rolls the tongue more easily. And we're going to park it here. So let me just take a quick break to get something to drink. And I'll be right back because all that talk about beverages is making me thirsty. So as you can see, there are different types of beverages spread all around Latin America. Okay. And of course, these are things that are good to know, particularly if you plan to visit these countries, particularly during the holidays. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share one more article and then talk a little bit. Let's see. Let's see. Just give me a moment. Okay. Just waiting for the image to all load before I start to share it because in truth, I never share this. I never have this many windows open, so it's a little bit of a challenge. Okay. Let me just take a look. Okay. So let me just share my screen. Okay, let me just get rid of this. Just bear with me for a moment. Okay. Let me just move this. Without Latin America, the holiday season is celebrated with festive drinks that honor cultural traditions, although drinks like rum ponde and champurrado have a specific country where they originate. Other countries in the region adopt their own variations. Here's some Latino holiday drinks to try this season. And of course, again, we have coquito. A staple in Puerto Rican culture, coquitos is a coconut-based alcoholic drink that's similar to eggnog. It's traditionally served during the holiday months, where coquito translates to little coconut in English. It has a creamy consistency with a hint of rum, sweetened condensed milk, and cinnamon. All the ingredients are blended and strained and allowed to chill before it is served. First, started by making coquito for family and friends. There are a few years ago, decided to turn it into a business, Coquito Rican. Fred's family from Yancapacua, Puerto Rico, and she got the recipe from her grandmother who made it for years. It takes a lot of time to bake it, and I do more order made to order because I like it to be fresh. Check out the recipe if you want to make coquito at home. Ponche de frutas. The origins of ponche de frutas is difficult to track down, but is made in many different countries around the world for centuries. Ponche de frutas translate to fruit punch in English. It's also referred to as ponche navideño. The blend of fruit and dry spices make a festive drink during the holiday season. Ponche can be made with multiple variations and ingredients, but some common ones are sugarcane, apple, guavas, tamarind, and dry hibiscus flowers, cinnamon sticks, pinocchio, oranges, and other dry fruits. It can also be served with alcohol. Atole de elote. Although atole de elote is specifically commonly found in Honduras, it is also customary in many parts of Latin America and the Caribbean. Its origins date back to the Mayan and Aztec community. It is a creamy, thick corn-based drink that's served hot. The traditional recipe uses corn instead of fresh corn instead of frozen. The corn is blended with water and strained before added into a pot with sugar, cornstarch, cinnamon, and milk. It can also be made with chocolate, strawberries, and other flavors. Okay. Rompone. During the holidays, rompone pope is a popular alcoholic drink that resembles the taste of eggnog. It is made with ground almonds, milk, vanilla flavoring, and rum. It has a creamy consistency. It can be served hot or cold. Okay, I'm not going to say you can see for yourself where you can get it. So the next thing, champurato, very similar to consistent atole. Champurato is a Mexican chocolate drink. It has a thick consistency that is served hot. Champurato is often referred to as Mexican hot chocolate. It's made with pinocchio, cinnamon, and the key ingredient masa. Masa is put in a pot of champurato as it is boiling, which gives it a thick texture. Okay, let's see. Cola de mono. A classic holiday drink found in the Chilean culture is cola de mono. In English, the name translates to monkey's tail, and it's a creamy drink. It's commonly made with aguardiente, which is distilled liquor, milk, sugar, coffee, and cloves. There are multiple recipes for cola de mono, and it can look differently from every household. The chili cola de mono is mainly served on Christmas Day and New Year's. And we're going to park it here. So as you can see here, there are several different types of beverages where you can indulge in. Okay, and of course, many of them are served with alcohol. Some are served without alcohol. It's totally up to you. Okay. But again, let me just state: if you're going to consume alcohol, please drink responsibly. Okay. So I wanted, of course, I want to have like a short stream to talk about the different types of beverages that that you may experience. Okay. So one day, perhaps you can try some coquito. Another day, you can try a ponche and other things. In any case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to wrap this up. Of course, again, the playback end, please do your thing and check the stream out. Make a comment. Just try to be respectable. Now, Thursday, I will be talking about a serious topic on my main channel, which is how to prevent self-deletion. Okay. Because unfortunately, it is during this time of the year when the cases of self-deletion increases due to many reasons. And many people suffer in silence. Many people suffer alone, out of shame. So what we're going to do, or what I'm going to try to do, is remove the shame and just give you some resources which will help you in dealing with this situation. Before I go, I just want to state that I really appreciate the love and support all of you have given, particularly on my main channel. Right now, and I believe at 492 subs. I'm getting close to that 500 sub mark. I think I can get it before the end of the year. Okay. I will be loading shorts on this channel for the next 2 weeks. The next time I will have another stream will probably be let's probably be around Christmas time or after Christmas, because obviously Christmas today is the 10th, which means and Christmas Eve is 2 weeks away. So in any case, thank you very much for your indulgence. Thank you very much for your patience. This is the first time that I actually did a stream on Instagram, so I just learned how to do it. Okay. But in any case, I will say again, if you're going to consume alcohol, please drink responsibly. And of course, I'm going to close the same way we always close, which is we must do everything possible to avoid the presence of the mentally and intellectually challenged. Because if we fail to do that, we will be infected by the stupidity and massive insanity. This has been another episode of Uncommon Sense with Hosseini Brown. Oh, I'm sorry, Latina Diaspora. I keep forgetting. Just had a senior moment. This has been another episode of Latina Diaspora, saying thank you very much. Take care. Good night and peace.
Be strong.